Skål. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another whiskey review and I am continuing with the Nikka series. Today I have the one called Nikka Days, which is a blended whiskey. For those of you that don't know, the difference between single malt, blended malt and blended whiskey. Single malt is of course one kind of malt. It can be from different casks, but it's the same malt. Blended malt is different kinds of malt, but only malt. And blended whiskeys is a blend of different malts and different rye whiskeys. So, and this is what this is. It's a blended whiskey. In some way, blended whiskey has a bit of a bad reputation. And some think that it isn't as good quality as single malt, and in some cases that's true. But a blended whiskey can be excellent. It can be absolutely amazing, and a lot of the times it's cheaper. So maybe it's not such a bad idea to try some blended whiskeys. And I am trying the Nikka Days Blended Whisky today. It cost around 350 Danish crowns for 70 centiliters. That's 35 pounds and maybe 40 euros dollars, give or take a little bit. And it's 40% alcohol, so quite light on the ABV. Unfortunately, it is chill filtered, and unfortunately, it is artificially colored. Again, doesn't mean it can't be good. Just a little bit of facts here. Nikka introduced this whiskey with the line, "Each day is a new journey, which continuously learn from previous ones." So maybe this is their way of saying that they've tried a lot of different whiskeys and they've learned throughout the days, and now they come up with this. This bottling is a blend of spirits from two distilleries. Try my best to pronounce this correctly. Yoichi, that was the easy one. And then Miyagikyo distilleries, something like that. I don't know if that is even close to being right, but that's the best I could do. There's no sponsored content in this video, and as always, everything on this channel is just my opinion. Yep. Into the glass. Let's close this up so I don't spill. It's very light. Very, very light. And when it's artificially colored and still this light, yeah. Probably says something about the wood the casket was in, and also that it's probably very, very young. The leg is high, heavy legs. Yeah. Very, very fruity at first. I don't know if you saw my videos I did from another blended whiskey, the monkey shoulder. There was a lot of pears in that, in my opinion. And I'm getting some of that here as well. Definitely pears. Sweet, ripe pears. But there's actually also a little bit of peat smoke in the back. Definitely coming through now, more and more. A little bit of sharpness. There's also some other fruits. maybe you know, sweet, ripe oranges, but also a little bit of nuttiness, some nuts, and some malt. Actually, a little bit of malt. I'm not actually getting a lot of rye. Sometimes rye in a blended whiskey can make it a little bit spicy, or a little bit, yeah, a little bit spicy. Other times, not at all, actually. I'm not getting any spice at all, actually. So, yeah, quite nice nose, quite nice aromas mixing together. The most dominant aromas are the sweet pear and the peat smoke. So, yeah, now for the sip. Skål. It has a very good taste. It's not, there's very little pear sweetness. There was a little bit at the palate. There's no in the finish. It's actually the smoke that's dominant, but there's also nuts and a little bit of malt. Maybe, no, I was just about to say oak, but there's not oak there. So the palate is smooth, but with a little bit of sourness, a little bit of bitterness, and then that fruity pear, oranges, sweetness. The finish is actually quite powerful, and it's a little bit not very powerful, but there's definitely power there at the finish. It's a little bit strange or surprising when it's only 40% alcohol. So, but the finish is maltiness, and it's a little bit because there's actually some spice at the finish, probably from the rye whiskey in this, and little bit of malt and peat smoke. Yeah, quite good actually. It's nothing like the one I tasted 2 days ago, the other Nikka. That was an all malt, but it's equally good. It's a solid whiskey. There's no wow factor there, but it's just a solid, well tasting whiskey. It's quite good. It's not easy going actually, because the finish is there's some power there, and there's actually some smoke and a little bit of spice from the rye whiskey. I think it's from the rye whiskey. That's what I'm assuming. So it's not an easy to drink whiskey, but it's a good whiskey. I could easily serve this to my dad or somebody else who knows whiskey, and they would probably like it. So, and for that price, wow, that's amazing. Now it's been there for a little while, And there's actually some caramel or fudge aroma to the nose. Definitely. Amongst the other things that I already mentioned. But the taste is the same, as I said. So I'm gonna rate the Nikka Days Blended Whisky at a 7.5. So if you want a little bit more power, a little bit more, how do you say it? Substance, maybe is the right word. Spend the extra 50 compared to the Nikka 2 days ago and get this one. If you want something easy, go with the one for 300. Very cheap whiskeys, solid whiskeys, taste pretty damn good. So yeah, I rate the Nikka Days 7.5. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with friends and family. Also, leave a comment down below. I will respond to all of them. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. And don't forget, to push that notification button so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, check out my Instagram account. It is Dunkeren_. If you like what you see there, please give me a follow. That would just mean a lot to me. Friday, hopefully, I think Friday afternoon, I will be making the 3rd Nikka whiskey video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening. Bye-bye.